Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Smokester here, back at you with another video. And today, bro, I'm so excited about this track. It looks so good, man. So I was up on MXB Mods just checking it out, and I got something to talk about that in a second. But this track is called The OA by Punker Jeffy, who also, I believe, came out with Cairo GP, right? And I love the way the track looks so far. So we're gonna hop up on it, check it out, and just kind of see what we think about it, man. Now, he did say he originally made this track for Reflex, and it is set in an oasis somewhere in the middle of the desert. He started with the base height map and made a lot of changes to make it ride right for the MX bikes. Changed up a few sections, and everything else has been built from scratch. He said he spent a crazy amount of time on it, so he hopes we like it, which so far it is fire, man. No lie, this track is fire. I'm just gonna call it now. You got to go get it, man. But he said he tested it on the 450, but it rides well for 250s as well. His fastest lap is a 148 on the 450. So I hopped up on the 250, and we're just gonna kind of get as fast as we can, see what we can do, and have some fun on it, man. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I noticed right off the bat is it looks like sand texturing, all of that, but the soil type is actually soft soil, I believe, because this is not sand. It's soft soil. So it looks like sand, kind of rides like sand, but it's not sand. So you're not gonna have to struggle with going slow, because I feel like 250 struggle pretty bad in sand. So Southwick's gonna be nuts next week for ARL. It's gonna be such a challenge, man. But yeah, so far track is amazing, flows very well, and visually it's very appealing, man. He's got just all the sand dunes around with the exact surrounding areas, like the plants, all the stuff around it. I even seen a camel on it earlier, I think. But man, it's so good. But what I wanted to talk about on the MXB mod side of things is, like, I've noticed a lot of people, not a lot, I guess I worded that wrong. I've noticed that a lot less quality tracks have been coming out for free on MXB mods, bro. We got like Consuming Clouds, Parada, and Punker Jeffy and King MX that have released really good quality tracks, you know what I'm saying, for free. And outside of that, mainly it's just, like, I know making tracks is hard. I'm making one. It is very difficult. But there's a lot of tracks I feel like if people would have spent the time to learn texturing and other things that they could implement into their track creation process, that they could have lifted up the quality of their track by a bunch. Now, granted, it does take more time, and you're releasing it for free, but the more you do that, you learn it, the better you get, the more fluent you get, and then eventually maybe you could go to releasing paid tracks, right? So if you're gonna step your toes into track creating, why not just go all out, is how I feel about that, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, I ain't complaining, I guess, you know what I'm saying? They're all free. But Punker Jeffy has been nailing it with his tracks, bro. Cairo GP was fire. That was actually the track that I 1v1'd Reaper Doc on, and I enjoyed that track a lot. This track is following that same path, bro, because the quality is just amazing. It really is amazing, bro. So keep it up, Punker Jeffy. Keep releasing these tracks, man. And like my track, I'm over release for free. And yeah, I always like to see good quality tracks get released for free because they do take a lot of time. And he said, I seen what was it, on a Facebook post that he posted that he released the track, and somebody asked for his Cash App so they could tip him. And I don't think he has a donate button on his website or on the page. He does not. But if you go to the Facebook community page, he's on there and he posted his Venmo. So if you feel like donating him, man, I mean, he put a lot of work into this. It would be really nice of you to do so. But he said that he doesn't do it for that. He does it for the community, which is awesome, bro. It really is. Because a lot of the stuff that he did on this track, I know was hard to do. The texturing, the plants, the trees, just getting everything right. yeah, he had to have spent a lot of time. And you can kind of see where he was going as far as the reflex side of things, because he said he did build it originally for reflex, so you can kind of see that in here, man. But overall, it's just a fire track, and I'm hoping that it's on servers. I don't know. Usually it takes a couple days after a track's released to get put on MyMXB for the servers for us to run in streams. But I'm hoping that it's up on servers so that way we can run it in the stream tonight, man. I would absolutely love it. By the way, if you're watching this and you're going to happen to be up, what is it, 9 hours from now, 10 hours from now, that would be 11 p.m. my time. Check us out on YouTube, man. We're gonna be streaming. We did get banned on TikTok last night for like the 6th time. TikTok hates us. But I submitted an appeal for it, and I looked this morning and we can go live again. So if you want to check us out on TikTok, we're gonna be live up over there too, man, which is hilarious because TikTok just be banning people and they don't even know why they're banning them, and then you appeal it and then you get your rights back right away. It's like, what the heck? You guys are crazy, man. I don't understand it at all. We were kind of wilding out last night. In the stream, but it was a good time, man. It was a good time. I love streaming and you know, chopping it up with everybody. And you know, we had Up Too Late, Turbo, Naswad, and Jerky up in there, man. And yeah, it can get kind of crazy when you get Turbo and Jerky together, bro. Oh man. But yeah, so far this track is phenomenal and it rides very good. I really want to race this track because I think it can offer some very good racing just based on how it's laid out and the corners, multiple lines in the corners. And it's not, as far as the jumps and stuff, it's a sand track, so usually, you know, it's kind of one lined. But in the corners, I do feel like there is some ways to gain some extra time that I'm not finding. So far we've ran a 152. He said he ran a 148 on a 450, so we're not way far off the lap time on here. But it does flow very, very good. Overall, 10 out of 10, man. Jeffy absolutely nailed this one out of the park, bro. But yeah, I really hope we keep getting some quality free tracks, man, because I've noticed it's definitely been pretty lackluster on the side of things for freeness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm excited to see what Southwick looks like next week for ARL, bro, because that track was awesome. I mean, it seemed like the exact same layout from last year, but it was absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? Hayden Deegan come out with the overall victory. My boy Jet Lawrence got the overall dub, even though he said in the second race his legs were turning into jello, bro, so he had to dial it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That guy, that dude's fast, bro. Dude's fast. Excuse me. Speaking of which, Hayden Deegan, dude just like launched it right next. I forget who he was next to. I thought he was gonna lose the front end when he launched it right into that corner, bro. And then he ended up losing the front end later in the race, but it was an awesome race, man. I'm so stoked to be back and watching motocross. Like, after not watching it for so long, it's just so nice to be able to get back into it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely checking it out every week, and I'm going to continue to do so, man. And I'm really enjoying this year's ARL tracks. Now, Mount Morris, I felt like I knew that was going to be hard from the gate, just the way it is. And I think Southwick's going to be pretty hard too, because even TFC's version of Southwick was pretty hard, man. But I think, you know, I think JV and the boys are they're gonna give it to us. They're gonna give it to us rough, bro. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a good time. It really is, man. Now, last night I actually went to races out here in where I live, like the dirt circle track racing, and it was such a blast, bro. I haven't been there in so long, man. It's literally been years since I went to that, and I went there with my kids and my wife and my father-in-law, and we had a great time, man. I kind of want to keep going back. There's just something about being at the races, you know what I mean? I love that vibe. So, but this is The OA by Punker Jeffy, and we could not beat his lap time. We were on the 250. Maybe we'll try it later. We only had a couple laps to try it, man, but definitely go check it out, man. Definitely worth you picking up. But other than that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.